my channel. So in the today's lecture, we are going to discuss what is secondary indexing. I have also discussed primary indexing and clustering indexing. I will mention the link of these videos in the description box. Okay, so now let's discuss what is the purpose of using secondary indexing. Okay, let's suppose I am having this relation employee. In this relation, I have stored all of the details of the employee. Okay, so what is the purpose of indexing? The purpose of indexing is we want to reduce the searching time. Okay, user is going to give you some query. Okay, if user say I want to fetch the employee detail of employee ID 3. Okay, so how user is performing the search operation? User is performing search operation on the basis of employee ID. So we will be performing indexing on the employee ID because this is our search key. With the help of the search key, we will be searching the employee detail and we want to reduce the search time. Okay, so we will also be applying indexing on your search key on the basis of which attribute your user is going to perform search operation in this relation. Okay, so when we discussed about the primary indexing, in primary indexing we discussed that we apply indexing on the key attribute. In primary indexing we discussed that we apply indexing on the key attribute because your user is searching any employee detail with the help of the key attribute employee ID. Okay, so I have made primary index table on the basis of this employee ID attribute. Okay, this is my primary index table. So with the help of this index table, if you want to search any employee detail on the basis of employee ID as a search key, then this index table is going to reduce your searching time. Okay, but it is not that user will always request on the basis of only one attribute. Okay, this primary index table is going to be useful when your user wants to perform search operation on the basis of employee ID attribute. Okay, only then this index table is going to be helpful for us. But let's suppose if user changes the search key. Okay, if user say please give me the detail of employee whose mobile number is this. Okay, so we have to now search on the basis of mobile number. In that case, we cannot make use of this primary index table. This index table is going to be failed. It is only used if you want to perform search query on the basis of only employee ID attribute. But if user says that I want to search the employee on the basis of mobile number, okay, then what you have to do in that case, if we have to search any employee detail on the basis of mobile number, we have to match that mobile number which user is giving to you with each and every tuple. Okay, we have to compare the mobile number which user is giving with each and every mobile number of this relation. Where your that mobile number gets matched, you will be picking that tuple, that record, and we will give that record to the user. Okay, so in that case our searching time is really very large. There is a chance that if you have 1000 records in your relation, you might have to search for all of the 1000 records. Okay, so that is really not the efficient way. While we study all of the algorithms, we always discuss the time complexity. Okay, when we say any algorithm is efficient, when very quickly it is going to give you the output. If some algorithm is taking 1 minute to process your request, and if some algorithm is taking 30 seconds to process your request, which algorithm we will be calling best? This one, the algorithm which take 30 seconds. Okay, so we always try to make some algorithm so that we can reduce the time. We can reduce the searching time of your operation. Okay, so in this case, we might have to check for each and every tuple to get the desired record. Okay, so our searching time is very large. So we have to make some efficient algorithm which can reduce our time. Okay, so what we are doing? We are going to make a secondary index. Okay, for this mobile number. Okay, in this relation, we are using two indexing on two different attributes. This is on the basis of this employee ID attribute, you are making the primary indexing. Okay, and on the basis of this mobile number attribute, we are doing secondary indexing. Okay, because if you observe it at a one particular point of time, we can arrange all the tuples only on the basis of one attribute. Okay, if you are arranging all the tuple of this relation on the basis of employee ID, okay, then your mobile number order is getting disturbed. Okay, so at a one particular point of time, we can only arrange all the tuples of the relation only on the basis of one attribute. In this example, we are arranging all the tuples of this relation on the basis of employee ID. Okay, but if user is giving you query, okay, on the basis of mobile number attribute, then in that case, how we will be reducing our searching time? What procedure, what algorithm we will be using in that case so that we can reduce our searching time? Okay, so we are making secondary indexing here. Okay, so we have a different mobile numbers. We have 6 mobile numbers in this example. Okay, normally our mobile number length is 10. Okay, but I am just taking here 3 for the simplicity. So we have total 6 mobile numbers here. Okay, we have 6 mobile numbers here. All are different mobile numbers, and they are not arranged in a one particular sequence like ascending or descending order. They are arranged randomly. Okay, there is not any ascending or descending sequence. Okay, so how we will be doing indexing of this attribute? So in this case, my search key storing all these mobile number values in this table. Okay, and we have divided this relation into 3. Okay, because our hard disk is divided into blocks, and this complete relation is also stored in the hard disk. Okay, and one block is capable of holding only 2 records. Okay, one block of hard disk can only store 2 records. Okay, so in this secondary indexing, what I am doing, I am storing all these mobile numbers. Okay, in this they are kept randomly. There is no any sequence, either ascending or descending. But in this table, I am keeping all the mobile numbers in a one particular sequence. Okay, they all are stored in an ascending order. And with each mobile number, I am writing the corresponding pointer. Okay, this mobile number is present in which block number of the hard disk? This way. Okay, so if you look at in this table and in this table, there is no difference. If you have to search for the mobile number, you have to check all these 6 values. In this secondary indexing, you are doing the same thing. You will be searching for all these 6 values. Okay, so we are not doing anything effective. So what we will be doing now, as all these search keys are arranged in an ascending order in a one particular sequence, I am making one more table because I want to reduce the searching time. Having this table is not going to be reducing my time. This table is not going to reduce my search time. So what I am doing, I am making one more table. Okay, I am making one more table. And this table is also stored in your hard disk. Okay, this table is also stored in your hard disk. So I have divided this table into the blocks. One block is capable of accommodating 3 records of this relation. Okay, as in this relation, your one record size is big. So your block is just capable of holding only 2 records. But in this case, your record size is lesser. So your hard disk block is going to store the 3 records. Okay, we are having 2 blocks in this case, and their memory addresses are this 190 and 210. Okay, so now what I am doing, as I want to reduce my searching time, I am making one more table. Okay, so in this table, what I am going to do, the first search key, the first mobile number present in this block. Okay, the first mobile number of each and every block I am writing here. This block, first mobile number is this one. The second block, first mobile number is 234. So I am writing here. Okay, so this way we are just trying to reduce our searching time. How our searching time is getting reduced? Let's suppose we want to search for 235 mobile number. User says that give me the employee details of this mobile number 235. How it is going to happen? Firstly, we are going to move to this table. Okay, firstly we will be moving to this table. We values. So if you look at 234 is less than 235. Okay, and this is the first mobile number of your block. So what your machine will interpret from it? Machine says that this mobile number 235 actually belong in this block 210. Okay, so we will be moving to this block. We will be moving to this block. Okay, then we are here in this block. Okay, we will be searching that where 235 is present, so that we can go to that corresponding block. Okay, 235, and we are getting the block pointer 120. What does it mean? That your 235 mobile number record is present in this 120 block. So you will be moving here. Okay, and then you will be getting your corresponding record. This way you are going to reduce your searching time. Okay, so as you see in this example, the number of records are very less. In this case, this is not effective. Okay, if your table size is very less, then you don't need to perform indexing. You directly search in your relation. In this case, our relation size is very small. We don't need to perform any indexing. Okay, when do we do indexing? Indexing we mainly do when we have a large number of records. When we have around 1000, 2000, this much records, then you will get benefit to do indexing. Okay, so in this case, if you look at without indexing, we have to perform 6 searches in this case. And with indexing, how many searches we need to perform? Firstly, we will compare 235, this mobile number, with these 2 values. Then with these 3 values, 3 plus 2, 5. Then you will move here plus 2. If you look at, we are getting 7 searches. You are even getting lost. Your search time is getting increased in this case. Okay, so it is very important you to know that if your table size is small, you just have 10 to 15 records. You don't need to do any indexing on that relation. Indexing is mainly required when you have large number of records. Okay, in this case, indexing is not beneficial. Okay, if you have around 1000 to 2000 record and then you perform indexing like this, then your lot of searching time is going to be saved. Okay, in this case, we are not getting the exact output which we wanted. Okay, because the number of records are very less. You directly perform searching in this relation. Okay, so when we do indexing, when we have large number of records. Okay, so I hope that you are clear with secondary indexing. If you have any query, I have mentioned my email ID in the description box. You can contact me on that email